Hey Internet, this is David Good again with another RPG Crate unboxing. Ta-da! RPG April. Okay. I know I thought last month was April, but apparently it wasn't. So, let's see here. First we have this card. This month's theme is Giant Slayer. A whole bunch of stuff written here as to what's on the card. What's in the box. Oh, we have, of course, the t-shirt. T-shirt says Giant Slayer, and then it says Roll for Initiative. Very cool. Hold that up. This super ugly giant on it. It's almost as ugly as my nephew who ruined my last video, so I had to remake it. And then we have a miniature of another giant. He's cut in half, just like Darth Maul. Maybe that's what I'll call him. I'll call this guy Darth Maul. I'm sure they cut them in half because it's easier to mold them that way, and you're supposed to glue them together when you paint them. It's pretty cool, though. Effin' Miniatures. They make good stuff. And then we have a stack of cards. I think these are for the Dungeon Master to write player stats, and that way you have something to do initiative with. I've seen other people do clever things, like they'll write the players' names on clothespins, and then they'll put the clothespins in the order of what the initiative is in an encounter. Very clever kinds of things, but in this case, we have these small cards where you can write stats about each player, like what their strength and dexterity and constitution is. It's a nice little set there. We have a couple of recipes. They always put recipes in these boxes. This one is for bullworm and mushrooms. I'm not sure where you're supposed to find bullworm. Let me know if you guys have a source for 2 pounds bullworm meat. Luckily, there's a substitution. If you read the instructions on the recipe, you can use pork tenderloin instead of the bullworm meat, which might be a little bit more tasty. The second one is for fiery salamander and pasta. Again, I'm not really sure where you're supposed to source fiery salamander from, but luckily, the substitution in this case is shrimp. Might try these. They sound kind of tasty. I remember last month they had a recipe that called for nuts, and we can't really cook that because we have a nut allergy in the family. Oh, that's pretty nice stuff. I like those recipes. We have these 3 short modules, which presumably are about giants, since that seems to be the theme in this month's box. We have Archon Awakens. We have Stone's Throw Away, and we have Giant Forge. So, if you're really into giants, 3 small modules, and then, last but not least, Giant Onslaught. Another full module to take your favorite players on. That's about it, except for, of course, the obligatory foam that's cleverly cut so that you can put miniatures in your box. And once again, everything in the RPG Crate box is usable because they do that wonderful thing with the foam. That's all I've got in today's box, which is a nice box. I really like this stuff. Thank you for watching my videos. Let me know if you want to know something else about the RPG Crate. Let me know if you got anything else in your crate, like if you subscribed and get Pathfinder stuff instead. And that's all I have for the April 2018 crate. Thank you.